There's the sun and the moon when the sky's looking blue. Light is catching your eye like it's meant to.
Hello, welcome to my channel for Evolved Humans. I am Ms. Day. So right away, the very first thing that I was feeling is that I feel like, again, it's like I keep thinking of someone going into nature just to do work or just to like run to their car for something, or like cleaning up, piling stuff. It's like whoever you are, I feel like you're in your head a lot. And I think I think that suits you. Like, I feel like you're completely, that's just kind of who you are. You're pensive. Like, I hear the word pensive and I feel like you're someone who actually spends, I keep getting like an alone, I keep feeling two different waves of alone type of energy. It's like some of you I feel like have accepted that you have to go alone for a while. And some of you I feel like are like really confident in that. It's like you're confident in your walk alone. So, all right. So I do like a past, present, future thing. So just to whoever I'm talking to, I feel like in the past, you reached a point where I think that you kind of battled the dueling sounds in your mind. Like maybe not just in your mind, but like in your life. I feel like you kind of had to come head to head with some sort of ideal that you had kind of, I think, adapted to or carried. And I feel like when you came head to head with like altering your own path from it, interesting. It's like, I think that you came into, it's like you totally turned away from whatever path you were on at some point in probably like the last, I feel like in the last maybe several years. It's like you're coming out of that. I feel like someone's literally coming out of like a 7-year period of something. It's like you're coming out of it because you kept redirecting and you kept like reverting off the familiar path, even though you maybe got pulled back into it, just because like that's how we learn to get off of it. And I feel like what you did was like lean into, I think that you opened something up in yourself by stepping away. It's like every time you step off of this path, you felt a little bit of brightness. It's like you would step away a little bit and then you'd be like, you'd get a sense of the freedom and maybe the peace that came with it, or maybe the like liberation. And then I feel like wherever you are right now, it's like you came out of that phase with like a clear mind, I think kind of a sturdy ground feeling. And then I think that you've almost sort of gotten to enjoy the loosening up types of things later than maybe you would have if you didn't have to go through, if you didn't hit that moment in time. I just feel like you just came out of something that was kind of taking all of your focus. And I feel like you're having almost like a breath of fresh air before something else. It's like, okay, so this is what I'm getting right now. It's like there is a wave of someone who has come face to face maybe with their like inner demons, you know, like their actual personal battles. Like we've all got them or go through them at different stages. It's like someone is coming face to face with it. And I feel like, I don't know if like maybe some sort of self-medicating types of things are happening, like you're trying to distract yourself. That doesn't, like, I don't know what it is. It could be anything. It could be anything. But I feel like you're doing things to distract yourself away from maybe the depth that you can kind of feel calling for your attention. And so that thing you're distracting yourself from, it's like, I do feel like you're aware of the fact that you're going to face it. You're just kind of taking a breather. It's like, I feel like you're literally giving yourself like, I've accomplished a lot. I've done a lot of growing, done a lot of self-reflection. I'm just going to find my stride right now. And then I feel like it feels like the distractions that maybe you're kind of like letting happen around you, or like self-imposing, it feels like you're going to be, I think that you're noticing that you're distracting yourself from like an inner voice saying something like over and over again, like kind of repeating. And I think it's just one of those things, it feels like one of those things that needs to heal. And I think this is like another wave of healing for someone, or for some of you. It's like the next phase is definitely to kind of okay, so I feel like going up into this next phase now, whoever I'm talking to, it's almost like you think that you're going to go through a really long period of darkness, and you're not. It's like this healing process that you're kind of avoiding. It's almost like it's just keeping you in place. And so like going forward, I do feel like your very next step, so your attention is being drawn to it and you're ready. Like you have definitely gotten away from negative things in the past that you knew were like it was like a toxic thing. Like it was causing toxic reactions in you too. And I feel like you know that you have things to face, but you're like, I just got through a lot. I need some time to just like live and breathe and let live. And I feel like your next phase, it's already decided in your mind, you're going to handle it. You're going to take care of it. You're going to sort things out. So I feel like that's like one of the biggest messages here, is that it's not going to be a period of isolation. It's almost like you just have to face it like, it's your path to walk. So like you have to face it and you have to walk it on your own, physically. But it's like, I feel like what you're going to come out from the next phase, it's like it's going to be a more strategic healing than you've done before. Like I feel like you're going to kind of draw things in a more organized, calm fashion in there. Because whoever you are, I do think that you have a clearer mind right now. Even if you're like doing things to kind of distract yourself from the deeper stuff bubbling up, it feels like you have a much clearer mind than maybe before. So, and that's by your own doing and letting things help you along the way. So I feel like that's kind of like the message too. It's like cooperate like you did before when you stepped away a little bit and it felt better. It's like, even if you're stepping away right now and you feel a little bit better, like I feel like they know. It's almost like some of them are saying it's okay too, to like give yourself a break. This is the whole thing. It's like, it's your pace. You get to heal, and it's your work that has to be done when you do it. It's like you have to deal with it and experience it in you. So it's like, I just feel that whoever I'm talking to, it does have to do with healing too, because I feel like you want to do all of the healing already, and they're just saying like, yeah, there's just a little bit to clear out of the way, and then you're actually going to be in an authority figure, like with whatever it is that you're doing. It's like you're going to step up even above where you think you're reaching now. And it's like way above. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like whoever it is that I'm talking to, it's almost like you trust your intuition, you trust yourself, and you're knowledgeable about your craft and what you do. And it's like that is just kind of coming head to head with your inner child and reacting to the transition up. Like this happens throughout our development. And then it kind of comes back in little waves, whatever it is that we haven't really tamed yet. And also just because we're human, like we're going to react when we're going through these transitions internally. So it's a really positive outcome. I feel like whoever you are, you have a very powerful force, and it's like you want to use it for good, and they see that. So it's like, I feel like you and what you want to do with it, it's almost like you're getting in your own way every now and then. Or no, that's not it. It's like you think you're going to be in your own way when you have to go back and heal something. And it's like, it's okay to do that. Every progression that you make, this ties into other readings. It's like every progression that you make personally is going to progress you professionally. So don't think it's a waste of time to pull back from one to put focus on the other. It's like it's got to be a balance. That's another part of it. It's like it's a balance of, but it's the balance is you. It's what you want to experience, because I feel like you've kind of gotten control of that. Where that's what you're doing right now. It's like you get to take a minute and establish like what it is that is your next step, because it is in your hands. Whoever you are, I feel like you want it to be your decision, and it is. Like that's what it feels like. Your choice, your moment. It's just that there are certain phases we have to go through before we reach the next one. So that's kind of what this is about. It's just a really positive. It's like trust what you can handle. Sometimes more than what you just what you know, because you can handle more than I think you even give yourself credit for. It's almost like you feel defeated before you begin, because you're like, I don't have time for that again. But the thing is, it's more clear healing this time. That means you're going to remove even tinier little intricate pieces of it. It's like, I'm thinking of like if there's what is it when I'm just thinking of fragments. Like if there's someone gets shot with something and there's like fragments in their body or something, it's like they all have to be removed in order for you to fully be able to heal. Otherwise it's just like kind of fighting itself. So, okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope that this gives you some sort of like, it feels like like it's okay to take time to reevaluate yourself and relook at what you've gone through, because who you became throughout that, I think, is what they want you to focus on, because that's the outcome. It's like who you became and who you have become. It's like you're just kind of taking a minute, and then when you step forward, it's going to be with much more control than I think you maybe see, or maybe you do. Maybe you already do know you have that, and that's why you're taking a breather. Very cool. Okay. Let me know in the comments if that resonates with you. And subscribe to my channel if you feel like the readings are, if you can receive them well. And if you feel like they're personally like coming at you, then definitely let yourself take it, because they feel pretty direct right now. So also hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload future videos, and I will see you in the next reading. Okay.